here with JBizHunts. We're back here on the Hunter Call the Wild, and today we are going to talk about 7 different ways that you can prepare for the new map in ASKIY Ridge, which is coming out in less than 2 weeks. But before we head into it, let me know in the comments what species you are most excited for on the new map. And somewhere in the video, I am going to share a key phrase. Drop that in the comments for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel, and we are going to dive right into it. Hey, JBiz.
Hello, lady. Thanks for having me back for another video.
Of course. Well, ASKIY Ridge in Alberta, Canada is coming to the Hunter Call the Wild in less than 2 weeks, and there are lots of things that the community can do to prepare for this map. Things they can do right now.
I know what you and I are doing to prepare, but it's time that we share our secrets with everyone else. ASKIY Ridge has got me so excited, especially as a fellow Canadian content creator like you. I know you've mentioned visiting Banff before, but I've actually lived in Alberta for just over a year. I've camped in Jasper National Park, which ASKIY Ridge seems like it's loosely based on. It really feels like home turf for me, and I just can't wait to explore. Hopefully you're just as hyped as I am, lady.
I could not be more excited.
The first thing that you need to do is level up your character. You don't want to head to Alberta with all those new species and be stuck at a low level. You could spook a rare beaver or a trophy Manitoban elk before you even get close to them. One thing that I'm known for on my channel is pressing new game at least once a year after I've played through all my maps, just to get those fresh initial spawns. So recently I hit new game about a month ago, and I'm already back to level 49. Here's a quick tip on how I did it. Unlock outposts and lookout points. Each one gives you 100 XP and unlocks your whole map for fast travel. Complete the first few story missions. They're usually close to the starting outpost, and they give you 250 plus experience point per mission usually, and some good cash. And then start a Great One grind. Not only does it earn consistent XP and money, but it's also a great way to keep things interesting.
Great One grinds are an amazing way to make cash. Anytime you are constantly shooting animals and picking them up, you are going to make a lot of cash. But if Great One grinds aren't your thing, or you just want to blast for cash, the very best way to do that in the game right now is to come here to Emerald Coast, set the time to after 1700, and run the East Coast. You start at the top, you can start at the bottom, it really doesn't matter. But what you are going to find are piles of saltwater crocs. You are going to find bantang and red fox. They both drink at 1700, and they all pay the big bucks. Look, I just ran over here. I haven't even made it to the beach, and I can count 7 crocs before I've even stepped foot on the beach. Now, if you can, neck shots are definitely the way to go, because then you do not have to wait for crocs to float to you. Beautiful. Now, the more you shoot, the more you are going to get paid. That is a female. Males are always going to pay more than females, and the higher the level, the more you will get paid. And you will get paid more when you pass the harvest check. This is just the 3rd croc that I have shot. Already it is paying me $1,427. And when I shoot one more, it's going to pay me even more. Now, if you don't own Emerald Coast, you definitely can do this in multiplayer. And look at that. All kinds of bantang and bantang pay really well and are very slow moving. Very good chance you could shoot every single one of these and make a serious paycheck. And if you're lucky, you could come away with a diamond bantang. They are not the hardest diamond in the game.
Yes, those are some really great tips on grinding for cash. I'm right there with you. I'm trying to make sure that I have 1610s ready for ASKIY Ridge. I was lucky enough to be on stream when you got your Great One moose in that super short grind. With a new Great One on the way, I know I'll be setting up a fresh grind in ASKIY Ridge. That's why now is the perfect time to wrap up any ongoing grinds, because you just never know. You might get pulled into the new map and never look back.
And funny that you mentioned that. Oh, look at that. I spawned a rare. I have been trying to finish my Great One grinds, and I actually have quite a few incomplete Great One grinds to do. And in the past week, I have managed to spawn 2 Great Ones. A Great One moose, which I did get very lucky on. He only took me 239 kills, which is crazy low for me. And then I was able to spawn my Great One tar. That was not such a short grind. That one took almost 2,300 kills, and it was crazy tense. So now, with the time I have left before early access, I am going to try and complete my Great One pheasant grind that I am currently 1,250 kills into. I would love to be able to spawn that Great One pheasant before the new Great One drops. That would be so amazing. So I would love if you guys would come and cheer me on for that. I will definitely be grinding for the Great One pheasant live.
Another key prep step is check your populations for animals getting a remodel or a rework. Expansive Worlds hasn't officially confirmed whether there will be a population reset for these animals, but based on the past updates like the feral goats and Emerald Coast, it's a definite possibility. So from the species lists and the trailers that we've seen so far from ASKIY Ridge, we can assume reworks are happening for the gray wolves, mule deer, pronghorn, bighorn sheep, caribou, and mountain goats. So I've been playing Silver Ridge Peaks lately to check my mule deer population, and it paid off, lady. I found a piebald buck, my first ever piebald, and a huge melanistic gold. If the pop resets without warning, I would have never been able to taxidermy those animals and put them into my trophy lodge. So you don't wait, get out there and check your herds. What do you think about that, lady?
I think that is really good advice. There could be a super rare sitting on your map, and with the update, it's going to get wiped out. It's going to be gone forever. And if you don't go and check the populations of all the species that are getting reworked and are likely getting reset, you're totally going to miss out on some very sweet trophies. And that is definitely not what we want to happen.
Of course, lady, that's so true. So next up, you have to make room in your lodge. Not only am I placing trophies that I'd regret losing if I had a population reset like that melanistic mule deer, but I'm also prepping space for the 8 new species that we're getting on ASKIY Ridge. The wood bison, the woodland caribou, the Manitoban elk, the North American beaver, the northern pintail, the wood duck, and the snow goose. That's a lot of wall and platform space to make up. And again, this ties back to earning cash. You'll need money to mount your first diamond and rares from the new map. And since we're both going to be planning a Great One grind in the coming weeks, we're both going to be getting some pretty serious trophies by using a strategy called herd management.
Now, the next tip we have for you is another cash tip. You want to make sure that you earn enough cash so that you have 16 tents and 16 tripods for the new map releases if you are planning to do a grind for the new Great One or any of the Great Ones on the new map. Now, 16 tents and 16 tripods don't come cheap. They all cost $16,000 each. So 16 times 16 is 256,000. That is for 16 tents. 16 tripods on top of that is another 256,000. So you are going to need 512,000 in-game dollars in order to purchase 16 tents and 16 tripods. Now you can have 32 tripods on the map, and if you would like more than 16, then you will have to earn even more than 512,000. So get out there and make a lot of cash before the map drops. Now, tents are absolutely imperative for doing any Great One grind. You cannot get around on the map without a tent. Tripods you can add later, and any Great One grind is going to make you a pile of cash. So really focus on getting those tents, and if you have to, earn the cash for the tripods later on.
Learning and mastering herd management is a must before heading into the new map, especially if you want big rares and diamonds. I know both you and I will be putting out guides for whatever species ends up as the new Great One.
Absolutely. There will actually be guides for every Great One species on that map. All of them will be coming very soon.
And the community should wait for those. No better time than now to sharpen your HM skills is what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure. Now is an amazing time to finish those grinds and get good at herd management so that when you do get onto the new map and want to grind out the new Great One, you know exactly what you're doing.
Our final tip, and one that I would definitely want to save for last and to share, is to follow your favorite The Hunter Call the Wild content creator partners during early access. There are so many great creators out there on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok that you can follow. I know personally I'll be posting guides, my best hunts, and early access highlights to help all of you hit the ground running. By the time you get your hands on ASKIY Ridge, you'll be ready to drop that massive Manitoban elk of your dreams. All of this will be on my YouTube channel over at JBizHunts. Personally, I'll definitely be watching all the other creators too. I cannot wait to see what awesome trophies they will find, especially you, Lady Legend.
Aw, thanks.
All your early access coverage in the past made me so excited and hyped for the new maps, so I'll be sure to tune in to your channel over the coming weeks.
And as I mentioned earlier, my channel will be coming out with guides on all of the Great Ones on the map. There will be a quick guide coming out on opening day, as always. And I would love to have you guys come out and cheer me on live as I grind for that new Great One in ASKIY Ridge. I cannot wait.
Thanks again for having me on, lady.
Anytime, JBiz. I think we make a really great team, and I think there are more videos to come with the two of us together. Hope you guys are excited.
Good luck during early access. I'll be watching.
Same to you, so will I.
And I hope you find some epic diamonds and rares to share with the Splat Pack.
That is definitely the plan.
Happy hunting, lady.
Happy hunting, JBiz. And guys, don't forget to drop JBiz some love and subscribe to his amazing Call the Wild YouTube channel. I will leave the link on the screen and in the description below. And if you did enjoy today's video, go ahead and splat that like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to recommend that you click right here for clues on the new Great One in ASKIY Ridge.